My name is Lahari. I am from CSC. These are my teammates Mansa and Tanishk. I will be explaining about our project, a GAMEFO. We made this project through Vihaan. Let's get into the PPT. GAMEFO is a combination of game and information. We provide game information for players or those who want to play, those who are beginners or they already started playing but gave a pause due to their personal life or due to academics. We made this website with the intention of helping players get to know the games better or explore more games. We made different pages like browse games. You can browse new games, or if you want to know about one particular game, you can scroll through that game. Let's get into the website. We made a banner which includes navbar and sliding text which is learn, explore and improve. For every 3 seconds the text changes, and then we also added a background image using CSS. We made a button, sign up button, make your account, and when you hover on it the color changes. It is sliding animation. And to the left of the navbar, to the right of the navbar, we have GAMEFO logo, and to the left we have buttons through which you can go to different web pages. As we scroll down, we made a horizontal card which has 3 images and the image slides for every 3 seconds. As we go down, who are we? This is a brief introduction about who we are and what we made through this website. Next, we made horizontal cards which take you to different parts of the website. Like for example, take browse games. When you click on this button, you go to the games web page. You can either click on this button or you can click on the button which is on the navbar. We made it convenient to the user, so as he or she does not want to scroll up to go to the page. And then we made an update section. For example, there's a player, he or she took a break from games due to their personal experience or anything academics. He or she can get to know the updates of that particular game. When you click on this view updates section, a page appears and you can go through all the information on that game. And to the last, we have a navbar in which we put our YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram links. You can connect with us through these 4 social media accounts. And the technologies we used for making this website primarily are HTML, CSS, Bootstrap and JavaScript. We used JavaScript and we use CSS and Bootstrap more, so as to make our website very attractive. Now Tanishk will be continuing the next part.
My name is Tanishk and I'm going to be continuing the website. So currently we're in the browse section of the website where you can browse the games we have allotted for you. So currently we have chosen a game called Valorant, as it also runs properly in our current laptops, so that we can shoot a few videos of the game itself. So to start things off, we have given a brief introduction of what the game is and its current state, its development, who developed the game, etc. It's basically brief trivia. Coming to the basic gameplay, we have included some basic fundamentals of the game which cannot be ignored. So everybody knows about these things, but for a new player, he might know about these specific details. So we added these things as well. Some images related to ranks and the rank distribution, which is for this specific game, they're important. And so basically, after all this information, we have used JavaScript to make accordions, and in these accordions we are going to store our information, which is unique, so which would be helpful. It's kind of like tip based. We're basically going to, so let's say there are maps in Valorant. So I have took an example of this map called ACET. So there are different callouts in the map which normally beginners or even experienced players don't really know about. So it would be really nice if you go to the website and you look at the map and okay, this is called green box, this is called site, pillar, etc., etc. And then we have explained how different positions of the map, how players play in those certain positions, and certainly what kind of characters you can take for this map, etc. And then coming to the agents. So agents in this game, in Valorant, agents are basically the characters that you choose. So we took 3 examples. So Omen, our first pick, you get the basic image of how he looks like. We are not really going to go through the lore and the backstory of the character because we thought it's really unnecessary and useful information. That's not really what we are targeting. So we want players to know how to play this character. So all the information you see inside this accordion is going to be about how to play him, how to use his abilities, and what character is better to play with. So let's say you have a friend and you're playing Omen. So what other characters can your friend take so that you both can work together to win? And after that, since we said this game runs in our laptop, we have took a few videos by using the video tag and by removing the controls and muting the audio and playing the video on loop, which we are going to show later, the code. So basically, not only that we are going to give you information on how to play, we are also going to show you how you should play, like with the help of the video, because some people might not be able to understand. And the video is not going to have any audio, so it's not going to annoy you. Along with the information, any game would have content creators for it. So basically, they could be esports players or they could be content creators like funny videos, etc. So Twitch is a very popular website for streamers, especially when it comes to gaming. So you can directly click on one of these buttons and it will redirect you to their respective Twitch accounts so that you can follow them or watch their live streams. Some games are browser based, and if they are browser based and they are free, for example, let me take one game. So there's a game called Krunker. So it's a browser based game. So we made a button and linked it to the actual website of the game. So when you click on it, it's automatically going to redirect you to the game. So if we go to the actual home page, in the header section, we have added Bootstrap, and we have used Google Fonts for the majority of our fonts in the website, and we have added icons by linking it with a CDN link which we found in Bootstrap. And then if you go to the nav bar, where is it? So you see this I class BII hyphen house. This is basically link to the icon. So where is it? Okay, I think the game has loaded. Fine. So basically this is the icon, and if you go further, we have used Bootstrap for making the horizontal cards, and if you take a look at CSS, so basically at the start of the web page you saw an image, like in the home page you saw an image which is in the background, and then there's a sign up page. So that is basically the banner, and we basically set a certain height for the banner, and we have given a background image along with a gradient. Originally the background image was way too bright, so it was like blocking the text. We couldn't really read the text. So what we did, we added a slight black background with a slight opacity, and we have added CSS for the navbar, and I want to show you the buttons and how we made some effects. So basically with this line, with this background and transition line, you can see that hover effect. So whenever you hover on the button, it changes from black to red. So basically we use media queries to make the page more responsive. So with max width, basically from 1300 pixels and below, the page should look a certain way. So basically, if the what we experienced before is when the laptops are like 13 inches and they're like slightly smaller, the text just shrinks on itself. So we use media queries to set that particular elements to fit the respective size of the screen, which is 13 inches. Okay, so basically you can see this is the game. So when you click on it, you can play the game and all, because it's a browser game. We didn't make this. Okay. So if I inspect. Okay, so basically with the help of media queries, so right now the pixel size is the width of the screen is 1303 pixels. So in the CSS media queries, we use max width as 1310 pixels. So anything from 1310 pixels and below, it should the page should look according to the CSS written inside the media query. So if I go further than 1310, if you look at this text, so basically this is the width of the screen, and I've set this text in such a way that it's meeting both the ends. So if I increase it further, as you can see, the text of this text is shrinking. So it's not, it's outside the bounds of the media query's width. So that's how we tried to make the page more responsive to fit a 13-inch laptop for our previous presentation, because my laptop was 17 inches and it was looking good in my laptop, but it wasn't looking good in a 13-inch laptop. So sometimes we had a huge trouble in centering some elements. So we have found out, like, instead of using display block but translate -50% we can directly add a center tag to whatever elements we want to center in a web page. So as soon as we put the center tag, like as soon as we put an element in between these this center tag, we are going to center it. And sometimes the div can be big. So let's say the div is, we set a certain height to the div, and if we put a center tag in that, it's going to be in the center of that whole div. So it's not going to be where you want to be. So we had issues in that section, and that's my code, and that is my web page, our web page. Thank you. I would also want to thank the Vihaan team and all our faculty members involved in this program and helping us for these past 3 months in improving our skills in front end for this semester. Thank you.